What's good, y'all? I'm back bringing y'all another video. It's been a while, but I'm back. Just been focusing on school, grinding and stuff. Thank y'all for the support on the linebacker video. I'll hope to bring y'all some more videos of that. We're up to 600 views, so if you haven't seen it, please go look at that video. And I will be bringing some more 2K videos for y'all who want to see some 2K videos. But right now, I'm about to give y'all a Madden tip video out of the Dolphins playbook. So if you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe. I would like to bring out more tip videos. And this one right here, you can pretty much run these two plays out of any zone defense. Wide trips, halfback weak. So the first play is gonna be Y corner, and I'm gonna start off by showing y'all. I'll start off with the cover two. What's the best play? So yeah, so first, basically, you going up against cover two. Here's the setup. You could run this play against any setup, but so here's the setup. When they're pressed, you want B. You click Y, click B, turn Devontae Adams into a drag route. If they're pressed, if they're backed up, you can keep it as the way how it already was. But I like to put them on a drag route no matter what, just so I don't have to worry about it. And then you take RB, Randall Cobb, Y, RB, up on the left stick. You put him on the streak. Now, that right there can definitely work against cover three, sometimes mostly cover four, sometimes cover three, but it's not a route you usually want to look at. You usually want to look at B and X. And X is who you really want to look at, especially at a cover two. So on cover two, you're gonna snap the ball right here, and then you see he's just gonna get open right over the middle. Easy. It's just simple. Against cover two, he just gets open right over the middle. So you click YB, put him on a drag, put Randall Cobb on a streak, which is RB, and you run the play as it is. You snap that ball, and you just kind of just look to see what the safeties do. And the best thing to do is possession catch. Always possession catch, because that's the best way to complete the pass against this play. So you just go back again, put him on a streak, put him on the drag, you snap that ball, and you just make sure you got to focus on that linebacker as well, because sometimes they'll drop back. So that's why usually it's a good thing to have Montgomery running that out route, especially if it's cover two. He runs it kind of deep, so yeah, when he runs it kind of deep, it kind of like throws him off and he focuses on him. But usually the best thing to do, I would say, if you're having trouble, like they're just running cover three and stuff like that, is to just press Y, Y again for Ty Montgomery, and you press the left stick and he just runs an out route. He just runs a simple out route, and he runs that quickly, and you can just hit him on the out route. One thing I would say to look out for on cover two is for soft squats, because soft squats tend to chase those routes sometimes. I mean, that's something that usually happens. Like, they tend to chase the post, so sometimes you got to keep an eye on that corner. But if you see him, he's leaving him. I mean, early on you would notice if he's gonna chase him, whether he's in a cloud or if he's in a hard flats. But yeah, this time we're gonna run this play against some cover three. Well, usually with cover three, it's easy to spot unless the person likes to they like to kind of like go base a line. If they base a line, it's kind of tough to see it. I mean, usually how I see it is I usually look at the corners. The corners kind of give it away because they're kind of in they kind of show that they're in zone, that they're kind of facing the quarterback. But if they're pressed like this, you kind of won't know. So you really gotta focus on what the DBs do. But against cover three, kind of just go to your check downs, really. I mean, sometimes that post will get open, but that's not usually who you want to look at. You just go to your under routes, and it's just free yards. I mean, like, it's always look at the under routes. I mean, if your under routes are always open, just go to them right immediately. You don't even have to wait for a possibility to see if that post is gonna get open or not. Like, these under routes, it's like a guaranteed 5 to 6 yards if you run it and give it to these under routes. I mean, that's the best thing you can do. So, every once in a while, you'll also see that RB get open every once in a while. But cover 3, typically it won't get open usually, because that's just how the zone is set up. Like it just does not get open. It usually works against cover 4. There's always that little soft spot in the seam when you run it against that cover 4 defense. So we're gonna run this play against cover 4, and you guys can see what pretty much happens. This is not the, so pretty much you just, yeah, drag, streak, put a Y in the out route, got the post. If you can tell it's cover 4, don't even look at Jordy Nelson. I mean, usually you're not gonna get him. You're just not gonna get him. And this is what happens in cover 4. That's how you're able to get that streak. I mean, that streak, they just drop back so far. I mean, unless the person who's using covers him up, you usually can get that streak. But the post in cover 2, it's just unbeatable. Like, you'll always get the post in cover 2. But typically in cover 4, I usually just go to the under routes. But back to the cover 2 situation, usually that post is so deadly in cover 2. It's because usually if they're running cover 2, the user is usually using typically the middle of the field. Oh, I kind of messed that up. I forgot to put RB in the streak. The user is usually using the middle of the field, and the first thing he's gonna see is RB and A. They're both going deep. They're both going vertical. A will go run the corner. RB will run a streak. And this post, if you pay attention to the post, I mean, it's not cover 2, but you see how long he takes to get over the middle of the field. I mean, right there, he was able to get it on cover 4, but he takes so long to get over the middle of the field, and he stays towards the left side too. So it's really tough for a user to really get down there and make a play on him. But yeah, typically you just want to, if the person's going cover 4 all day, you don't even have to really switch this out route. But eventually people pick up on it, and they'll probably play the flats. So if they do play the flats, you should get a chance to, I mean, you just go right back to this under. I mean, it's possible you may be able to, that was a bad pass, to get the A receiver open, but typically you just want to go to your under routes, your out routes, and if it's cover 4, you look for that streak to see if it gets open. If it don't get open, you typically will just go to your under routes. But so here's the next play. This play right here, I really like this play. This is kind of like, this play is just difficult to stop. I mean, if you have a great tight end, that's typically where it works the best with. It's a great tight end. So you go back to the same formation, and you're gonna go to PA post shot. It's just a great play. But here's where it works. So let's start off with cover 4. Usually cover 3, cover 4, because a lot of people run a lot of cover 3 and a cover 4 in this game. And the best place to do it at, I would say, is you run it on across the field. So if you're on the right hash, you want to run the play towards the left side. If you're on the left hash, you want to run it towards the right side. You want this route going. You want that RB, Randall Cobb, running across the field. You want him to have a lot of space. So what you'll do is you'll take Michael Bennett, your tight end. I mean, my fault, not a good tight end. You need a good slot receiver. You take your tight end. It's good to have a good tight end who can block. You take him to the other side because you're going to be scrambling to the left side. You take your outside receiver and you drag him because that's going to be your under route to look at. And then you just re-block your running back just so there's no delay. Like, you don't go through the play action. It's just like he snaps and he can get ready to go. And then as you can see, you're going to want to scramble out because look at the linebacker. You take his attention and then you just throw it to that route going across the field. That's why you got to be able to, the key is the block. You need the block outside with the tight end. You got to shift him to the other side, re-block your linebacker, your running back, and you got to scramble out the pocket towards the left side to make sure that you grab the attention of that linebacker and you are able to get that receiver wide open. That's like 20 guaranteed yards right there. It works perfectly on cover 4, cover 3. It could work on cover 2, but it works the best against cover 3 and cover 4. I mean, that's what everybody loves to run this year. They want to run some cover 3, they want to run some cover 4, and you just take that and it's just easy money right there. That's just easy money. So right now I'm about to run it again for you guys in cover 3, and that will pretty much be the end of the video, I guess. So show you guys it against cover 3, see how it works. So 4-3, get some cover 3 sky, where you can see the defense is going to be around that area. I'm going to take Bennett, shift him to the left side, reblock Ty Montgomery, your running back, and then you snap it right here. Start scrambling out to the left side, get his attention. Oh, that was a bad pass by Aaron Rodgers. That's another thing. You got to make sure that you have a pretty decent quarterback, because that kind of pass right there, it will always happen with them quarterbacks who aren't good at throwing on the run, throwing across their body. Like, you need a good, accurate quarterback. So what I like to do is I like to run, stop, and then throw it. I don't like to throw it on the run as much, because sometimes if the quarterback's not good enough, he'll throw it away. As you can see, even though the linebacker didn't come down and chase the quarterback as hard as he did on the cover 4, the route still gets deep enough, and the linebacker isn't really able to react to the ball. Like, he's like 5 yards above his head. Like, with a good enough quarterback, you can make that play every single time. The only thing you might have to worry about is if you're going up against a player who has a good corner. I forgot to bring up the other player. Sometimes you go up against a team with a good corner, they don't react to the post, so they come down early. So sometimes you gotta watch out for that. The possibility of them coming down early and then making a play on the route coming across, on the crossing route. So you scrub out that pocket, kind of wait it out a little bit, you throw that route, and bang, that's an easy good 20 yards. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. If you really liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will be bringing you guys another tip real soon. But until next time, I'm out. Peace.